Discover Love, and today I'm talking about The Alcoholic by Jonathan Ames and Dean Huskiel. This is a dramatic story that does have some humorous overtones to it. The main character's name is Jonathan A. Now, despite the author's name being Jonathan Ames, he denies that it's actually an autobiography. He does, however, admit that many of the events did actually take place in his life. Jonathan's tales of drug and alcohol addiction are told through flashbacks and also linearly. Now, it's the flashbacks that I felt their cutaways to them were very clunky and detracted from the story, but the content of the flashbacks I felt were some of my favorite parts of the story. They're Jonathan's formidable teenage years and college years. And, you know, he's learning about his sexuality. He's just drinking and trying drugs for the first time. And these are issues then that formed his whole adult life that have, you know, ended up destroying parts of his life, in fact. He's constantly wondering about his sexuality after his very first experience. And even though he ends up with tons and tons of women, he still wonders, is he gay or is he straight? Then in some respects, he's constantly mourning also. He always seems to be in this state of depression and mourning over the loss of, you know, his friendship with his best friend, chasing this girl who he believes is the love of his life, and you know, then actually mourning when he has to suffer personal loss through death. Now, Ames manages to take this character, this cocaine-riddled individual, he makes him funny, he makes him relatable. And even if, you know, you have no experience with dealing with somebody like that, somehow this person's story is actually relatable. The artwork is black and white, and if you want to get all metaphoric, it could be that Jonathan's decisions whether or not to get clean and sober should be black and white. Yes, you should get clean and sober. But, you know, it's not always the case. He's in this endless cycle of, you know, in and out of rehab and detox. So this might not be Jonathan Ames's story, but it's definitely somebody's story. And it's tragic and believable, and you will not want to put this down. So go pick up The Alcoholic, wonderful graphic novel. And don't forget, you can probably try to find something like that at the Wild Pig Sale coming up September 18th and 19th right here in New Jersey.